Hi guys, this is Max Sharma, and in this session, we will discuss the variables in the Power Automate. What are the variables? Variables are the temporary storage. Temporary storage means like we can store some value for the temporary purpose. And the data type of those value could be the Boolean. It means true or false, integer, pure numeric, numbers, then float, decimal values, string, constant value, and object is a collection of the property and methods. It means we can also store the object in a variable. Then array, it's a collection because array can hold the multiple value. We can check the list of the actions regarding the variables in the Power Automate. Append to array variables means array whose type is the array, then we can add the another element to that array. Append to string variable, the data type of the variable is the string and we can add the string to that variable. Decrement, increment, if the data type of the variable is the integer or number, then we can increase or decrease the value of that variable. Initialize variable, it means first of all, that is the like you declare the variable and you assign the data type, then you can assign the default value or initial value to that variable. Set variable, later on, once you declare variable assign value, then later on you can change or modify the value of that variable, set variable. Now how to create the variables and use them? We check the practical, create and instant cloud flow, name of flow, test, variables, and X trigger. Manually trigger a flow. It means we will use this trigger. Generally, it is used when you want users click a button on the mobile. Then we can use this one. Create and this is first step done. New step, variables. So we have the following actions for the variables: append to array variables, append to string, decrement, increment, initialize, and set variables. So first of all, initialize variable, because when we want to declare the new variable, then we have to use this option, that is the initialize variable. So select this one. Now say emp salary. So this is the name of the variable, and now we have to decide the data type of for this variable, because we want this variable should hold the integer value or numbers. So integer and initial value say 1000. This is the default value, or we can say it's initial value for this variable. So next step, data operation. Data operation, if we select this one, then we have the following action: compose, create CSV, then filter, JSON. All these actions are for manipulating the data. So for now we'll take compose, and in the compose inputs. So you can see when you click on this box, so we have a side window in the right side, and we have the list of the variables, that is the emp salary. So there are two options for selecting this variable. First of all, you can simply you click this variable and we have the variable here. Second one, go to expression and variables, this variable. In this variables, emp, or otherwise say you can select, we are accessing the variable, that is the emp salary, and the value of that one, that is the 1000. That's fine. Now because the data type of this variable is the number, so we can increase or decrease the value of this one. So edit and new step, variables, and first of all increase, then select the variable name that is already declared, value say initial value is the 1000, say 500, that is the increment to that variable by 500. So again compose, data operation and compose. In compose again select the variable emp salary. Now save, new step, variables and decrement variables. Say select variables emp salary and say decrement 200. Now new step, again compose, data operation, compose. Okay, now compose, then variable this one, and save this one. Now we check the flow and the value of that variable increase or decrease. Now test this one, test. So we need a button because this is the instant flow, run flow, and done. Now we check initial value, that is the 1000, and increment by the say 500. In compose, that is the 1500. The next step, decrement, it is by the 200. So in next compose we have the value 1300. Now we check the other data type of the variables. So new step, variables, initialize variables, and this time say emp mobile, and we take string. So initial value, that is the 77. Okay. Second variable emp say qualification, and type this time will take array because the qualification, it could be the multiple qualifications. So we'll take the array because array can hold the multiple values. So in values, square bracket and double quotes, say first qualification MCA, comma, then BSA. So these are the two value. Now new step. Now we need to change the mobile number of that employee. So initially it was the 777. Now variables and set variables. Set variable means we can change or we can edit the value of that variable which is already exist. So select the variable, and now we have the two variable, emp qualification which is the array type, emp mobile which is the string type. So mobile number, now we will make it 8888. Earlier it was the 7777. Now new step. Suppose we have to add one more qualification, and that variable is the array type. So new step, variables. So this time we will use the append to array variable, not this set variable, because the data type of the variable is the array. So append to array variable. Okay. Now emp qualification and say mbs. Okay. Now new step, compose, data operation, compose. So we check post variable emp qualification and emp mobile number. Now save this one, test. Done. So this is done now. So set variable, if we check this one and we change the value of the mobile, earlier it was the 77, now it's a 888. And in qualification we had the two variable, two qualification MCA and BSA. Okay. And in this operation we added one more qualification. Now we check the final value in compose. So we added this MBBS, the new qualification list array, and the mobile number is the 8888. So this is how we can use the variables, declare variables, initialize variable, increase variables, decrease variables, and add new element to the array type of the variable.